There we go.
There we go.
What's up?
Well, it's my kid's first day of school. Talk about feeling old. I officially have a middle schooler. You're like, girl, shut up. I have one going into college. Still,
I know.
these are my feelings today.
It's weird. It's a weird thing. I get it.
It's super weird because you know this. When we moved to Raleigh, he was going into kindergarten and Harper was turning 2. And now look, and like you've basically known me almost that whole time.
I know. I remember when we moved to Charlotte, that was his first kindergarten year too. It's weird to be like, oh, my kids won't know any different. Like this will always be their home, you know?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, I don't know. I grew up in Arkansas. I stayed in Florida for a while. I'm more of a nomad, but you know. But that'll be good. Yeah, Jamie's kids go to year-round school, so it's not like they're.
Oh, yeah, people are like, what? Why are your kids already in school? Actually, I really love year-round school because they get 5 weeks. They don't regress as much, right? And they don't get on my nerves as much. We try to jam-pack their summer in. They weeks off during summer, 3 weeks off during fall break, like September through October, a week at Thanksgiving, 3 weeks during Christmas, 3 weeks during spring break. It's like we love it.
I would have loved that. Because, like you said, like you don't get to that place in summer where you're just like, ugh, can you do something with your life? I know. I just text Johnny. I was like, you got to get these boys up. I need them to be like productive pieces of society today instead of not.
Right. Where they're not getting on your nerves too, saying they're bored.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, Eli never tells me he's bored. He will just glue himself to the Xbox. And then that's a whole fight, you know, because we're supposed to have time limits on that, which is hard to monitor when you're on calls. And so, you know, it's a struggle. So you girls aren't alone out there. Trust us.
It is hard. Especially when you're like, should you really be playing that game? Like I finally took Roblox away from my kids almost a year ago now. They have some really inappropriate stuff on that game. And it's hard, right? Like you said, because you're stuck on Zoom all day. And you're like, what? What is this that you're watching? What is this that you're playing? Like,
that'll make you
do the best you can.
That'll make you feel old because you're like, how do I log into this? Oh my gosh. Like, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Oh, I know. I saw Tara posted in the group about I think she had a new listing that went live or an open house or something, but it was slow over again. And everyone else was like, oh my gosh. I feel that. Actually, I launched a new listing on Friday and we've had 5 showings, but also I think it's super price point dependent, right? Because
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, it really depends.
And in my neighborhood,
drop in the chat, girls. How's your market this weekend? Any activity?
Yeah, it's been crickets. It's definitely been crickets here. I've noticed even in my neighborhood, I think in 2 weeks, 1 house has gone under market the last 2 weeks. But honestly, that's pretty typical for my area where most of July is pretty slow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, and like we always say, there's always something we can blame it on, right? But at the same time, I do think there's a lot of families that are busy this time of year and they're trying to get their last vacation in. They're prepping kids to go to college or back to school. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I've seen that pattern in my own business where it kind of there's like a little lull and then it picks back up when kids go back to school. But you know, everyone's business is going to kind of have a different cadence depending on where you're at and where your life stage is at and what your demographic is, right? If you're dealing with a lot of move up buyers, you probably do kind of feel that same cadence that we feel. But if you're dealing with downsizers, maybe not, you know, so always a little bit different. Raging showings last weekend in San Antonio. All right, Lindsay, get it.
Yeah, see, Summer, same. She's like, it's been sending, but they did have 2 showings. Oh, that's good. Send it to mine.
Oh, yeah.
They don't buy yours, send it to mine.
Yeah, they're in the same market. Y'all, you got to create some synergy sometimes, you know. I had that conversation actually with somebody that's going to be listing here in Huntersville in a couple of weeks. And she's like, well, that other house just listed. I'm like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. As long as they don't price it ridiculously low, it doesn't hurt you. It creates synergy in the neighborhood. And so I think that's a good reminder too. If you've got some listings that might be sitting, like don't forget to reach out to those agents, you know, see what kind of activity they're having.
Check this out in your area. So Michelle, I'm interested. Did you talk to her this week? That's crazy. Was it specifically in Denver or where was that?
It was, I think she had it in Denver. I talked to Bonnie this morning. I know Bonnie was hosting it with her. 27 groups. Michelle, I want to talk to you about that. Were a lot of them, did they say they were represented, or like, I'm curious to see what the feedback was.
Well, that's the thing. I wonder how many of them are represented and how many of them are not. And it could be a good mix depending on where you're at. Like, for example, that happened to me this weekend where I had another agent text me saying, hey, your clients just came through my open house. This is what they're about. You know, this is their kids' ages. She didn't give me their name. She's like, they said they live in your neighborhood. And I'm like, well, I have a lot of people live in my neighborhood. And then finally, like, an hour and a half or 2 hours later, my past client that I helped buy a house like 4 years ago in my neighborhood texted me and was like, oh, we just decided to go stroll through an open house. I didn't want to bother you, but just so you know, like, we're ready. That's so, awesome. You know, you just never know when someone's like going to just go to an open house, and do they have an agent? Do they not? Kind of a thing.
And I also wonder, like, I don't know, right? Because I can't tell, but I wonder, and it also depends on your area and how the conversations are with the buyer agency, right? Like, what is the trend? Are people, because I think there are a handful of buyers that are hesitant on that piece. And so they know they can go visit open houses without signing long-term agreements. And so I do think there's an opportunity there. I mean, it's unfortunate, but this is the ball that we're playing right now. And so it is what it is.
Look at this, Julie. Nothing happened up north. Now she knows where they were. Down here in the South, everyone wants to move to the South.
I love it. Yeah, you girls, see? Okay, I think this is a good reminder. There's always properties going under contract in any market. It might feel a little slower, but where can you find the opportunity? And just remember, like, if you're in your head this morning, go to your MLS and look at what went under contract over the weekend. There will be something that went under contract over the weekend. So how do we get that market share, right? Sometimes we have to just step outside ourselves and look at the data. I don't like looking at the data because sometimes the data tells me what I don't want to hear, right? But
like my scale. You know, this is a good segue into what I wanted to talk about today. Sometimes the data, you can make it say what you want, but other times it smacks you dead in the face. Like that scale I stepped on after taking a couple of weeks off from not going super hardcore at the gym. Because, like, here's the thing. You and I have talked about this, where it's like, yes, I love going to the gym. Yes, I love working out. But you know what I love more than that? I love spending time with my kids and my family, like, especially during the summer when we're doing things, you know, when I can around work. My priority is always going to be, if I have 1 hour, like, I want to spend it with them doing something, because I'm not going to get this summer back. Right. Sure. So, like, you and I've talked about that. Like, you went to Europe for, 2 weeks. Yeah. And you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry. I'm not going to worry about working out. I'm not going to worry and count calories and all that. Like, I'm just going to have fun. And sometimes that's what life is, right? Like, life is not a sprint, just like business is not a sprint. Like, this is a lifelong journey. And for me, being dedicated to health and wellness, like, sometimes that happens where you take 2 weeks off and you're not as diligent as you were, because you realize, like, this is going to be a priority for now, because I only have an hour or two pocket in my day with my kids home around work. And that hour isn't going to be spent on doing my normal activities of working out. It's going to be spent with them.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes, like, I don't know, we always think that we failed, right? It's like, oh, I didn't do this for a couple weeks, or, oh, I'm just going to throw in the towel. No, I was in Europe and I was focused on eating gelato 100%. But you know what? It was like, I'm not going to beat myself up and be like, oh, well, I guess you're just going to never eat a salad again because you ate gelato 4 days in a row. Like, you can't be like that. Yeah. And it's the same thing in our business. And you guys know, I mean, for some of you that are newer to the group, you might not know this about us, but for those of you that have been around the community for a while, like, we're about balance and harmony, and like, we want you to have a great life, and we want this to be fun, and we want to sell a lot of real estate and make a lot of money, but not at the expense of, like,
your whole life,
and we get that. So, like, there's a way to do both. But we were talking, Jamie and I were talking, you get to this place in the summer and all of a sudden, like, for me, I think I've only been home 2 weeks because I was in Florida setting up a rental property, and And I got home and I was like, oh my gosh, the summer is like literally almost over. And so
Mine is over.
yeah, yours is over. So I think you can get to this point and be like, well, I guess the summer was just a waste, and I didn't get to accomplish all the things that I wanted to accomplish. And you know what? Maybe not, right? Maybe you didn't move the needle as much as you wanted to, but you can't just give up. You have to look at where we're at right now. It's only July 21st. It's really only been summer for one full month, like if we're looking at traditional days.
Yeah.
So what can you do today? And what can you do every single day? That's one thing. Or even if you take 2 weeks off, when you get back on the horse, right? What's the one thing that you could do? And so
I think what you're getting at is don't just completely throw in the towel because you're like, oh man, my kids are home for summer or my kids are home from college, whatever, situation you're in. Don't just throw in the towel and be like, I haven't really been super diligent 100% in my business for the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's fine. They're home. I'll get back on the horse like mid-August when they're back to school, and I'm just going to give up now. Like, don't do that either. Like, you can find pockets. And you and I have done this from the day we became moms. Yeah, our whole career, because that's all we knew how to do. And like what we're telling you is it's okay to go to the water park with your kids. It's okay to take them, to IKEA. It's okay to go to Europe. Like, do not ever feel guilty about spending that time with your kids and or your family. If you don't have kids, that's fine. What we're telling you to do is like, it's all about harmony. Okay, get back on the wagon. Don't just completely throw in the towel for the rest of the summer. What can you do today? Maybe you can't spend 2 hours in lead gen and high fives. Do you have a 30-minute pocket? Great. Take 30 minutes at least. Mm-hmm. And like, let's just do a little bit to get back into the swing of things. Don't just completely give up, because that's when you're going to be in trouble come August. Like the fall, you're not going to have any closings because you just totally gave up on summer.
Yep.
Right?
It's true. You got to do the things. And even if they're little things, those build on each other. If you do one little thing every single day next week, you're going to look back in 7 to 10 days and it's going to be like, wow, I'm starting to get a couple of phone calls. I've had a couple people reach out to me on social media. Oh, I didn't know that about that person. And now our relationship's this much deeper, right? It's like, you have to just do the little things. And then that's how you gain momentum. And that's how it starts to snowball. And then all of a sudden you're the one that's like, I've got 10 properties in escrow. I don't really know how I got there, but here I am. But if you were honest with yourself and you looked back, how you got there is doing those things every single day, even if it's just the small little high fives like Diane's talking about. Yeah.
I think we need to get out of the habit of like all or nothing. All or nothing is actually, honestly, if we're honest with ourselves, a very terrible place to be, because you're either going 0 or 100 miles an hour. And that's just not possible with life. Life is like this sometimes, right? Like, obviously, yes, we say try not to completely not do any lead gen, because then this is what's going to happen and you're going to be down for a long time. But like Diane said, it's okay, ladies, if you can only do 5 high fives instead of 10 daily, because you're lifing. And some of you, I'm going to be honest right now, ladies, if you see the back end of our email inbox right now, some of you are dealing with some super heavy life situations. Give yourself grace. Yeah. Like, don't ever apologize, especially those of you that are in elite coaching where you're like, oh, I feel bad because I feel like I'm letting my team down because I can't, do what I should be able to do. Well, who said you should be able to do that when you're going through a really heavy life season, really heavy life stuff? Like, give yourself grace, and your team's going to give you grace. Your coaches are going to give you grace. And I think at the end of the day, like, and this is what I told my son the other day, for example. He tried out for a travel baseball team, and he had probably the absolute worst tryout he's ever had. And he cried buckets. Like, you would have thought he got broken up with by a girl or something. That's how devastated he was that he did so bad. He cried buckets for like 2 hours. And I said to him the next day, son, it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to be there. It's not okay to stay there. Yeah. Eventually we got to come out of it. Just like anything with life, like, give ourselves grace, allow ourselves to feel. And when you're ready, get back on the horse, get back on the wagon, and do a little thing to move the needle forward. Force yourself. If you're in a hard season, force yourself to do something that's going to make you productive, right? Like, That's just all it is just realizing it's okay. We have life seasons. Give yourself grace. Don't completely throw in the towel altogether. I'm not talking to those of you that are going through some trauma stuff right now. I'm talking just those of you that are just going through everyday life activities with kids at home.
Yeah.
So I think it's just important. I think that all or nothing mentality is really like so bad.
It's just not sustainable.
No.
It's not sustainable because it's only sustainable when you're in that season of like, okay, my kids are on a schedule, my grandkids are on a schedule, my husband's actually going to work. Like you can only sustain that when everything is going perfect. And then what happens is somebody passes away, right? Or one of your family members loses a job, or you have to move, or you have to like just life, right? It is heavy, but you can't. And then what happens is all of a sudden you can't maintain this schedule that you've set out for yourself that is your perfect day. And then you get so frustrated with yourself because you're like, well, I'm a failure. I can't do it. Well, of course you can't do it. You set yourself up for when everything was going great and then didn't give yourself any grace or any like breathing room for the stuff that comes at you. It happens.
We just gotta keep moving the needle forward. Like that is what happens, ladies. Life happens. Don't give up. Like we're just asking you, just give yourself grace and start over the next day. Just win the day. Just win the day. And sometimes, like Diane said, winning the day is being able to only do 5 high fives instead of 10. Sometimes that's what it looks like with life seasons that come at you real hard. Yeah. You know?
100%. So we have to remind each other of that too. Like we're not exempt from that. Trust us. Oh, Heather, we're so proud of you. She's doing such cool stuff.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
Okay.
All right. Well,
that's the motivation for today. We're all in this thing together, and don't give up. Don't throw away the rest of your summer, the rest of your year, just because maybe you got off track a little bit. It's all right. Yeah. Like, what can you do today? Like Jamie said, and just think about that every single day. What can I do today? If it's 30 minutes, if it's 2 hours, if it's 5 hours, like whatever it looks like.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest. That's me too. Even with my fitness journey, you guys have watched it because I've been super public about it. The last month hasn't been perfect. I've tried to do what I can. My kids are back to school, so now I'll be able to have an hour every day to finally get back to it. And like that's what it looks like sometimes. Like, it's like this, right? It's not perfect. It never will be. Yep. Well, we've got a cool announcement.
Yeah, we do have a cool announcement. So, dun, 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 dun. Go ahead.
Should I do the presentation on the left side or the right first?
Yeah, let's do the presentation again because we announced this a little, I don't know, gosh, it's been a couple of months now. But we haven't really been, there's a lot of new girls in the group. So let's just remind them what we have going on in case there's some new folks.
We got Beach Retreat. Beach Retreat. Tell them what is Beach Retreat, Vanna?
So Beach Retreat is our annual women's retreat that we do. It's close to 30A. The address is actually Panama City Beach. We get 3 beachfront houses. We have anywhere from 80 to 100 women that come. And it's not lifestyle. We're not doing glam. It's low key, ponytails, flip flops, swimsuits, sundresses. Like it's chill. But the goal for Beach Retreat is to have a smaller environment, have you guys connect and us connect with you, honestly, because we can't really do that at the big event. So that's what we love about Beach Retreat. It's a place to connect, meet referral partners, meet your online besties in real life, and like just get nitty gritty in business. But it's a great balance. So in the morning, we work on our business, and then in the afternoon, we hang out at the beach and the pool, and it's just a really good time.
Some ladies like to go shopping what were some of the other areas that are nearby? Rosemary Beach, right?
Rosemary Beach, Inlet Beach, Seaside, all of those cute little beach towns.
Seaside is so cute. Lauren took me to Seaside and showed me where she like kissed 3 boys one time during summer when she was 17.
Hey, fun fact, that random boy that I kissed on spring break somehow connected the dots to my now husband. Weird. So if your daughter on spring break like randomly kisses random boys, it's fine. She's gonna be.
Oh my god! I just outed Lauren. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If Kay's listening, sorry Kay. If you had to find out this way, Kay's her mother. Anyway, back to Beach Retreat.
I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, so it's 4 days, 3 nights, 3 beachfront homes. Honestly, our tickets are all inclusive. So we always have a welcome party on the 16th. It's like a welcome entertainment. We've got like live music. I think he just plays the guitar and sings. He's really good, actually. I like that guy.
He is really good.
Really, really cool, chill vibes. Catered dinner, right? Food and drink. Everything's prepared for you. Every single meal is a chef prepared meal. So like even dinner that night is a chef prepared meal. And then the 2 days following, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, sodas, waters, tea, coffee, like literally all of that.
Can we just talk about the fact when we say chef prepared meals, like this is what the girls love. So they're in their feet propped up in the living room with their coffee. They're just chilling. And I don't know how many of them told me, do you know what? This is like the best. We are sitting here in the living room and these guys are in the kitchen just working their little tails off, serving us up every meal. They're like, this is the best thing ever.
And it's good food too.
It's so good. It's so good. We have if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it'll be the same catering company we've had for the past 2 years. They do an awesome job.
And then the last night, so not the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the evening of the 18th, we have a closeout beachfront bonfire with a nice kind of bougie dinner. It looks like it straight came out of Instagram. Like,
yeah, it's beautiful.
It's my favorite.
God always gives us the best weather for that. We always have like the prettiest sunset for that closeout party. So I'm coming with expectation, Lord. I'm going to need that again for the last night.
Yes, please. Yes, please. We have the opportunity to rent beach chairs. So we have a company that comes out and puts the chairs and umbrellas out every single day. It's just real fun, ladies. And it's an opportunity to further connect with other women across the country. That's the website right there to snag a ticket, gwgbeachretreat.com. I want to say, I think Gracie told us we're over 70% sold out.
Yeah.
So we have a few beds left. And yes, they are sold by the bed based on the bed type that you want. So some of them are like a bunk room with a twin bed. So that's more affordable compared to some of them are a king room with your own king bed with your own private bathroom. So they're priced accordingly, but the ticket price is all inclusive. All your meals, your lodging, the only thing you need to pay is a flight or drive car to get to the beach houses.
Yeah. So, and I want to address something really quick because I know there are women on this call that are like, man, that would be so fun, but I don't know anybody and that's going to be weird. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm uncomfortable or I don't know people. Every single year, we have a handful of ladies that come that don't know anybody. Honestly, some of them that are like, I just joined the group last week. I don't even know. I just showed up, right? I needed the write-off. And every single time they're blown away with the amount of friendships that they make. So like, it's not Mean Girls Club. You're not going to be put in the corner by yourself down in the basement. Like, it's not going to be like that. So don't even worry about it. If you don't know one single person and you want to come. Like, it'll be fine. I promise you it'll be fine. We will make sure we connect you with other people there. And it's just going to be great. So get out of your head about that. Because I know every year we've got girls that are like, I want to go so bad, but I don't know anybody. It's fine. We didn't know anybody either when we went.
Exactly.
When we hosted it.
And this year we're trying to focus a little bit more on the overall health and wellness. So we haven't figured out the details yet, but we were hoping, crossing my fingers, that we can figure out a small like group fitness activity in the morning. I know a lot of girls last year said they would have participated if we had that option of like, just body weight exercise type thing on the beach. So we'll see. We're trying to figure out those details, seeing if we can ink a contract with one of the personal trainers in the area. So
it will not be me.
It will not be me either, because I don't do body pump body exercise. Like I legit lift weights like old school.
Oh, I'll go to the class, but y'all ain't learning none of that from me. I will be crippled and showing up, but there we go. I'll be sore just like the rest of y'all.
Yes.
So as far as our layout, Jamie, what are we doing a little bit different this year?
So this year's going to be a little bit different, and I'm super excited about this. Hold on, let me get this set up. This year, before I make the announcement, this year's a little bit different. We've heard a lot of feedback in the past years of what they would love to have. And so what we're doing this year is we're having a few featured speakers that are kind of like outside, somewhat inside of Girls with Grit that we really think are baddies for different various reasons. So They're technically not really like huge pieces of the community, but in their own rights are all doing incredible things. So let me do an announcement here. We've got a couple of featured speakers that we are bringing alongside us. First and foremost, let me remove this banner real quick. We've got Stacy Coralie. I think you have her bio ready, don't you? Whoops.
Yep. Oh, I didn't have it pulled up. She's in Pittsburgh. Isn't she in Pittsburgh?
No, she's outside Philly.
Oh,
Philly market.
I always get those two mixed up.
Philly, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pittsburgh and Philly. Two different areas. But she's a huge, she's been in the industry for a while. She's a huge team leader. She's got multiple brick and mortar offices all throughout Philly. She's a baddie in her own right, honestly.
So, for those of you that are looking to maybe grow teams or physical spaces and just like scaling from being that like solo agent to what is my next step, if you want a next step, you're in the room with somebody that's done it, right? And that's the biggest thing. You're not
still currently doing it.
Oh, yeah. She's still currently doing it. So
let me read her quick bio real quick, Lauren. She's a team leader and master connector. She's got over 25 years of experience with hundreds of homes sold. Stacy leads one of the most trusted real estate teams in the greater Philly area. As the founder of the Stacy Coralie team at eXp Realty, she's known for her white glove service, smart systems, and deep expertise in downsizing, new construction, and luxury resale. Real quick before I finish this. White glove service, 100%. I don't know if you remember this. From stage last year, what's that guy's name again? That Unreasonable Hospitality. Yes.
Will Gradera or something. I can't ever say it.
Gradera from Unreasonable Hospitality called her out from stage, pointed at her. She stood up because she gave the best white glove service ever that he ever experienced in the real estate space to his parents when she helped them buy real estate, which I thought was really, really cool.
Coming from him. He wrote that book,
Coming from him.
Hospitality. Yeah. And he's the master of it. So that's
Yep. Exactly. But what makes her truly stand out is her ability to build those lifelong relationships, turn clients into raving fans, and mentor agents into six-figure success stories. We're talking even brand new baby agents, even seasoned agents, and helping elevate into their best year ever. She'll be diving into how to scale with service and why trust is your best marketing strategy. And I'm really, really excited. She's just somebody that I think we could all learn from.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Yep.
Yeah. The girls that have already bought tickets to Beach Retreat haven't even seen these announcements either. So I'm hoping that they're pumped about it.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
All right. We got another featured speaker.
Yes.
Brittany Boatwright.
Miss Brittany, she's coming. And actually, it's going to be her anniversary. Isn't it her anniversary when she's there?
Her anniversary weekend.
Yeah. We talked her and her husband into it. We were like, Brittany, she goes, it's my anniversary. We're like, doesn't he want to go to the beach? She's like, sold.
All right, let me tell you a little bit about Brittany. She's the CEO of the Boatwright Group. From battling breast cancer after just having had a baby, right, to building a nearly $1 billion real estate brand, Brittany Boatwright is the definition of grit and grace. As the team leader and founder of Max House in Knoxville, Tennessee, Brittany has helped over 400 families buy, sell, and invest, all while mentoring her powerhouse team of 12 plus agents. I think she's got more now, actually.
Yeah, she probably does. I think
with the background in marketing and psychology, Brittany doesn't just teach sales; she teaches strategic, heart-centered leadership that actually scales. So she's here to show you how to rise through adversity, lead with vision, and create a brand that builds both wealth and legacy. And something that's crazy about her is after she had her cancer diagnosis, she didn't slow down. She was able to essentially scale and build her team through that, right? Which I think is phenomenal to be able to have that. So,
yeah. Man, I mean, just getting in the room with these girls that, have had life stuff happen too, right? Just like we were talking about earlier, but they didn't stay there. They were able to overcome it and use it as fuel to build something really cool. So, and she's just fun. She's fun. She's got a great personality. Like, she's no nonsense. And I don't know her well, to be honest, but we've been able to co-sponsor some agents through EXP. So we've had like a couple of conversations at this point. So I'm really excited for her to be there too, just to be able to get to know her a little bit better. For her.
All right. We've got one last featured speaker I think you were excited about this because we've heard about this agent for many, many years and had a lot of similar circles that we've run alongside her, but never personally had much interaction with her. But we're pumped about this one.
Yep. So Avery Carl. Yep. Some of you probably follow the short-term shop. She runs a massive expansion type team in different markets. And I want to say, don't quote me on this number, but Leo Pareja always he loves her. And he's always bragging on Avery. And I swear he said that their team sold over 4,300 houses last year. Like, hello, that's insane. So yeah, that's her niche is short term. They teach you how to manage your own short term properties without paying all the fees for management companies. And even if that's not your goal, even if who can you help? Like who in your client base could you take that knowledge and be able to help them save more money? Like what a value add that is. So I know she's local. I want to say she lives in like off.
I think Destin area.
Yeah, so she's local. So we were like, hey, let's snag her. She needs to be a beach retreat. And so she's going to come and pour into our community there. So we're really, really excited about that.
I want to say personally, she has over 100 doors herself. And like she's passionate about teaching real estate agents how to actually invest back into themselves, you know. The cool thing too about her is she's been featured in forums, the Forbes and Bigger Pockets. So if you've ever followed Bigger Pockets and listened to them, they're huge within the investment circuit. She's been featured in Bigger Pockets. So I'm really pumped to also learn from her and get some tips on how to scale that.
I want to say she just came out with her second book too on how to invest smart. So great room to be in. So that's just, and listen, that's 3 that we're announcing right now. There's going to be more to come. We are not taking away the peer-to-peer mentorship, learning from each other. That will definitely still be a part of Beach Retreat. But this year we wanted to bring in some additional voices and just kind of elevate the experience and bring some like just really, really good, like niche down topics for the people that are in this room. So we're pumped about it. Exciting. Don't forget, this is a write-off, girls. So if you're still looking for a ticket, we still have some available. Go to that gwgbeachretreat.com. And the cool thing is we do normally at this point of the year, we have really all the expensive beds left and the more affordable ones are already gone. But because these girls are crazy that have already been, they're now bunking up in the expensive beds and they don't mind. They'll sleep with each other, And so it's great because we still have a variety of prices still available for beds. So that's good. Yes, Bethany, you need to book your beach chair stat, sister.
Yeah, so tag a friend, let them know they need to be here. And I'm going to be honest, this is my favorite event that we host every year. Yeah. Mostly because it's an opportunity for us to slow down just a little bit and get to know some of these ladies on a little bit of a deeper level. Like I can remember last year, I think she's on this call, Diane Hibbs. I really got the opportunity to sit down with her and just have a deep dive conversation for like 45 minutes and seeing where her business is now compared to then. I'm like so blown away with how much she's grown since that. And I know she will tell you going to that beach retreat was the best thing that she could have done for her business. That and joining Elite Coaching were the 2 biggest things that she's done to grow in her business. So I'm really excited to meet more people like that I don't really know on a deep level and get to know them and just chat a little bit and just be chill. We're not so go, go, go like we are at our live event.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great experience. So like I said, if you don't know anybody, it's fine. Oh, Dan, she said, amen, sister. Mm-hmm. And these girls are hilarious too. I mean, we had some late night game nights that had me on the floor with these.
Who was drinking out of the flower vase? Who was that?
Dana Engel. Yeah. Dana Engel. She'll tell you this story. We're like, Dana, where did you get that mug? And she's like, I don't know. I got it out of the cabinet. And somebody else was like, that's a flower vase, ma'am.
Oh, anyways, fun times.
Yeah. All right, girls. Well, that's all we have for today. We just wanted to remind you to not throw in the towel. Don't give up. Keep your mindset right. It's just one thing today that you can do to move the needle in your business. Stay plugged into the group. If you need help, send us an email, hello@girlswithgrit.com, and get your beach retreat ticket. It's coming up. I guess we have like 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have 2 months. So you still have time to plan. And we'll see y'all later on in the week.
All right. Have a great week, ladies. See you next week. Bye.